Hey everyone, welcome to another video on the channel. Today we're going to be taking another look at Blackberry stock. So Blackberry had a massive week this week, particularly on Friday. The stock was up huge. It ended the day up over 18%. So why did this happen? What does the future of the stock look like? Can we expect greater returns going forward or lesser? We're going to get into all of that in this video. So let's first take a look at the chart of Blackberry. So this is the 1 month chart, and you could see that we were in this downward progression for the past month. We were making lower lows and lower highs up until Friday. We just broke totally out of that channel with this massive move. Now let's look at year to date, because this is also illustrative. So the stock is up about 50% year to date. Now granted, I mean, all of last year, the whole market was down. A lot of the meme stock, Blackberry, if you want to consider it a meme stock, all of those stocks were getting crushed after the euphoria of 2 years ago. And Blackberry was no exception, but we could see now, on a longer term trend, it may, we can't say for certain, but it may have bottomed over here. Let's look at the 1 year. Of course, we were still declining last year. We declined all the way until December, January of this year. And now you could see the pattern is reversing. We're making a higher low and a higher high and a higher low and a higher high, and now it looks like we were trying to go back into a lower low, lower high situation until Friday. And we're going to have to keep watching this stock to see if this is a new pattern forming. But either way, there's been some massive news concerning Blackberry, and that is that now Blackberry might be taken over. So why is this important? Who is doing this? What does the future look like? So this company, Veritas Capital, has expressed interest in taking over Blackberry. All the details are extremely uncertain. That's why I would recommend a serious amount of caution. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. But we still have no idea what Veritas' interest is in the stock. Do they want to take over certain business segments? Do they want to take over the whole company? That's probably less likely, but either way, what are they aiming for here? It's still all very murky, because again, this news literally just came out yesterday, and they haven't released any details. Both Veritas and Blackberry have not released official statements concerning this. So I wouldn't get my hopes up, at this point yet. We still have a lot of information that we don't have, but this shouldn't really be surprising. It was only back in May that Blackberry announced that it would be reviewing its portfolio of businesses and considering strategic alternatives in order to boost shareholder value. And they specifically said those alternatives might include a possible separation of some businesses, while also continuing the previously announced sale of patents related to its mobile devices, specifically to Maliki Innovations Limited, which they were estimating might yield upwards of $900 million once those patent sales are completed, which you could look back at my video back then, and we were saying, finally, it's taken them years to start unloading some of these patents. That's why a lot of us were losing patience, but now that's happening. So, and it shouldn't be surprising from Veritas's perspective. I don't know what their end game is, but they have been heavily engaged in a lot of merger and acquisition activity this year. They acquired the data energy company Wood Mackenzie earlier this year. They're also participating in the pending buyout of Syneos Health Incorporated. So Veritas is clearly now on a buying spree, and it looks like Blackberry might be a part of this spree. And again, I'll keep you updated. We'll have to see if this actually pans out and to what extent it pans out. But, further, in terms of what they might be interested in terms of just to review what BlackBerry has. So BlackBerry does have several business lines, and if you remember, last quarter they did announce blowout earnings, but we said even last quarter to be careful because a lot of that had to do with their patent sales. So last quarter, the company generated over $373 million in revenue, which was more than the 160 odd million that analysts had estimated. But 235 million of that 373 came from licensing and other, patent sales that the company was making. So we said back then, take it with a grain of salt. But at the same time, it's still good that they're finally getting these sales in place, and they're generating this revenue that they could then push back into their other core businesses, be it cybersecurity or Internet of Things. Although, another thing to be cognizant of is last quarter they did report that their Internet of Things, their IoT business was down 11.8% year over year. Their cybersecurity business was also down year over year, but was growing quarter over quarter, which we said was hopefully, even though it was down year over year, a positive sign that it was starting to pick up momentum and hopefully had bottomed out. We'll see. BlackBerry is reporting earnings towards the end of September. I'll do another video when that happens. We'll see next month if it actually has bottomed out. That might be a better gauge of the future for BlackBerry. But John Chen, their CEO, had said that he saw strong secular trends that are forming a multi-year tailwind for their QNX and BlackBerry IVY businesses. So, let's see. I mean, is this good news? Obviously, this is great news for BlackBerry. The fact that they're generating a lot of interest now, both from shareholders and from these other financial institutions that are looking to partner with them or even to buy some of their businesses, which might allow BlackBerry to focus more on some of their core business to return that shareholder value. But let's see what happens. Again, it was up 18% on Friday. It might go down on Monday. We don't know what'll happen. We really just need more news to come from BlackBerry directly or Veritas to really get a better sense of what their end game is. Does Veritas Capital want to buy their Internet of Things business? Are they looking to buy their, get part of their licensing or part of their cybersecurity? At this point, nobody knows. And again, like whatever deal that they're hammering out might fall through. It's all very uncertain right now. But let me know what you think in the comments section. Do you think that this deal is going to come through? What does this mean for the stock? Are you holding your shares? Are you buying new shares on this business? Or are you taking this as an opportunity to sell now that the stock is jumping? Let me know what you think. Again, not financial advice, just for entertainment and educational purposes, but I'm always curious to hear what the other BlackBerry or what the BlackBerry shareholders are doing. So on that note, take care. I'll catch you in the next one.